Today we're going to be checking out a brand new mechanic from Edge of Eternities, and we're going to be finding out just how ridiculous it can be. Okay guys, I have a super quick disclaimer before we jump into the deck breakdown portion of the video, because I'm sure you guys are going to notice right away. But with the early access event, they ran it on a brand new system this time around, and we weren't able to actually filter out cards that were rotating out without filtering out the EOE cards. So it made it very difficult to deck build without making mistakes like this. But unfortunately, two of my lands slipped through the cracks here. They're actually rotating out. We're running the Seachrome Coast in this deck and the Wastes. Both of these cards are going to be rotating out. Aside from that, we're good to go on the deck list. There's no other rotating cards, but you are going to have to replace those lands with things like the Temple of Enlightenment and maybe even some Surveil lands. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I'm sure you're going to see that and realize, you know, wait, those don't belong there. But aside from that, everything else was rotation proof. I just missed the lands. I didn't do a double check before I, finished the video. So we're going to move on with that though. And I hope you guys understand, and we'll jump right into it. All right, guys, we got another really fun standard Edge of Eternities deck for you guys. And if you didn't know, we were part of the early access event recently where we got to play some of the new cards very early. And that way we can showcase to you guys what standard's going to look like on July 29th. And this deck was really fun, and it's all about the warp mechanic. So we are leaning 100% into one of these brand new mechanics from Edge of Eternities. We'll go ahead and show you a card here. The Quantum Riddler, one of the main pieces here in this deck, has this new ability tied to it called Warp. Now, the Warp ability, you can play it for cheap, and basically it's like, think of it like an adventure card. You get to play it for cheap. It comes into the battlefield immediately, but then it exiles itself to be played later for its full mana cost. And what's great about that is a lot of these cards have really good ETB effects, right? So this one draws you a card, and it also has another tied ability where it can draw you multiple cards if you're running low on cards. Now, the idea here is to take something like the Riddler and then blink it immediately with something like the Splash Portal to get the full body and get double the triggers on the creature, which is really fun to do if you can pull it off, and it's really silly and overpowered. And the win con here today is actually going to be the Exalted Sunborn. This card right here is going to warp in for 2. You're going to blink it, and it's going to generate double the amount of tokens that you normally would generate. So basically it does exactly what Elspeth does, which is why the true win con here on the top end is going to be the Elspeth. Late in the game, once you've established a board state, you've drawn enough cards, Elspeth is going to run away with the game with generating tokens. Also, you've got the Overlord, which can create insect tokens. This actually does more work for us than you might think, because not only is it getting double the tokens, but it's also an ETB effect as well. And we have things like the Starfield Vocalist, which can double ETB triggers, making it even more explosive and getting you 1,000,000 tokens. So you can run away with games pretty quickly here. And another really fun new card here is All Fate's Stalker. You can use this to blink your own, you can exile your own creatures, or you can exile creatures from the opponent's side of the field until this card leaves the battlefield, which can get really fun with the warp mechanic, because you can bring it in, blink your own thing back in and out, and then play it later to steal the opponent's creature, which is really, really fun. And then I've got a splash of 2 shepherds in here, which can go find us some planes or a 1 mana creature, which is really interesting card to keep mana, flowing. And we're obviously trying to blink with the Fortune if we can. It's the easiest way to do it. We saddle the creature as soon as it comes in, and we attack in right away. So if you can get the Loyal Steed down, you typically can get a lot of value and run away with games pretty fast. But that's the deck, guys. It's pretty simple. It's all the best warp cards with a lot of good blink, and that's pretty much it, man. This deck kind of built itself. There's not a whole lot of good warp cards, and Azoria seems like it's the place for this kind of deck. So hope you guys enjoy this one, and we'll see you at the end. Peace. All right, guys, today we're going to be checking out the warping mechanic, and obviously everyone kind of wants to take this deck and immediately start blinking it. It makes the most sense to everybody, because some of these warp mechanics are extremely cheap. You do get the best warp mechanics in the colors of Azorius. It looks like we might actually be up against somebody running the same thing. Unfortunately, this is one of those deck lists that are kind of really narrow, and so everybody's kind of running it the same way. There's not a whole lot to it. There's not a whole lot of nuance that you can kind of get away with when playing this. It's just pretty much the same sort of cards and builds, because the best card in here is probably the Exalted Sunborn. And the Exalted Sunborn is going to allow you to double up on the tokens, which is a ridiculous mechanic tied with Elspeth. I really wish the Eternal Wanderer wasn't, rotating out, because that was my first initial thought, is how broken the Wanderer would be, because it could actually do the blinking effect and creating tokens. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We'll take both of those cards, actually. All right, so we can actually play the Vestige next turn, which is kind of insane. Our opponent's not off to as good of a start as we are, unfortunately for them, because we're kind of cooking right now. Oh, they are actually off to a pretty good start. That's a pretty good hit right there to get their Riddler back onto the battlefield. That's okay, though. We're fine because we are going to play our Vestige here for the 4. And we're going to saddle our friend here, which is going to give us a free Vestige onto the battlefield. Yes, I'm aware I'm trading this away for nothing. It's okay. It's totally value for me to get the Vestige to blink. All right, it blinks. We get the 4 and we draw. Yes, please. Yes, please. We get double the ETB triggers now on everything. Man, my eyelid's been twitching these last 3 days. It's been crazy. Out here twitching. Oh, they're exiling that. That's tough. That is tough. I guess we will, what? I think we play this. That way we can get a blocker up top here. And we'll play the land. Ooh, this is so good though. I think I'm gonna go this over the Charming Prince here, because I was gonna blink the Riddler, but I think this is actually better. I will keep that on top for sure. And we attack? I don't think so. You know, yeah, we attack. There's nothing else I'm too worried about coming back and attacking into me except for the flyer there. All right, end the turn. And this is an assassin, obviously, so I can't exile it, but I can take their little Drake or their Sphinx here. This is a Sphinx? I thought this was a Drake or a dragon. Oh, that's interesting. All right, we're blinking something here. Nice. It's funny that we got matched up together in this match too. Let's see. We'll go ahead and play this out and then saddle. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play out this. Exile their flyer here, end the drawing that they're getting off of it. Let's go ahead and saddle up this here. And this time we get a free spell that costs at least 5, which is so ridiculous. Surprised I didn't just bounce that off of that. Strange. All right, let's go ahead and blink. Get another scry. It's another good card on top, I guess, but I think I'm gonna send it away because we really got to start looking for our token generators here. I guess we do have the Fountain Port, but all right, let's get the Riddler down. Very nice. And Charming Prince, come on down. Let's go ahead and get another Riddler on the field. Exile. Dude, this is so ridiculous. Being able to blink the Vestige like this is just absurd, man. The value is crazy. Man, we didn't even need to generate tokens here. We're just gonna slam them with all of our flyers over the top. This game is over, it feels like. I mean, they might have a sweeper. You never know. I don't want to get too excited. Good game. GG's. Yeah, I mean, we both pretty much had the same deck. Feels bad, but glad we got the win, though. All right, up against our friend Power Dragon. We're going first. Hand looks good. Looks really good. And we got a Gruul land coming in hot. And a Lander token. Uh-oh, this might be the this might be that deck that wants to, what is it? The Rottenmouth Viper. If they throw down a swamp, it's probably the Rottenmouth Viper deck. We'll find out though. I'm gonna wait a little bit here because I'd like to get the Riddler down and then obviously blink it right away. Lander gets eaten up for more lands though here, which is not a Rottenmouth Viper thing to do. Plus there's no swamps. Dude, I don't know why my eyelid is twitching. It's crazy. I hope that's not picking up on camera. That'd be embarrassing. Glimpse the core. Okay, so we're just heavy ramping right now. Respect. All right, here we go with the Riddler, drawing a card. Charming Prince, do your thing. Exile it and bring it right back to the battlefield if you don't mind. Huge value. For 4 mana, that is some absurd value. We're doing the Ugin. Ugin. Ugin is a problem, but it can't exile colorless spells, so the Vestige is actually going to be okay, which is nice. And the Vestige will be coming down here as its warp cost here, and I will blink it with the portal. With red and green, there's really not too much he can do as far as removal goes. There are some burn spells, but they're not going to hit things with 7 or 6 and 5 toughness, I don't think, you know? Let's get another Riddler down. Okay, still can't find our token generator. I mean, again, I got Fountain Port, which is good. This could get my Fountain Ports going crazy, but... All right, sure. You know which card's actually not super good here is the Starfield Vocalist. I guess it could be good, though, because it's any permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability. I don't know. It's hard to say if it's super good, because the more I'm thinking about it, like, there are a few cards it works really well with, but the synergisticness of it isn't as great as I had initially thought of. We'll start with an attack and see what happens here. Maybe it is, though. Maybe it's really good. Maybe it's good enough with the Prince and our exiling effects that it's not too big of a deal. Ooh, that has reach. That has reach. And they take out the Vestige, giving me a free spell here, but dang it, it's nothing great. Nothing great off the top there. I love that it just replaces itself essentially, though. That's so funny. And then we're gonna just create some Fountain Port tokens and call it a day. Uh-oh. They seem to have something for the Sunborn here. No? Okay, just going in with the 7. Let's do this. Create some fish. I guess we got double block. Okay, it's got menace. Of course it does. It has every keyword you can think of on there. And what is Power Dragon playing next? I mean, they've got all the mana in the world, so who knows? We've seen a ton of ramping. Not a lot of spells off of the ramping. They did play Smuggler Surprise, but they only had this in hand, which is pretty interesting. It's got to be Ugin, though, man. Why run these if you don't have Ugin? You know what I mean? Gotta be Ugin. There's a card. Uh-oh. There we go. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, 5, 6, 7. I can play it for its full cost, or I can double its effects by just playing this first. And then getting 1, 2, 3 mana. Ah, it's not enough. All right, we got to just go for it. They're not going to have a sweeper for us, so this should be fine. This should be fine. They take 8, they gain 7, I lose something. That doesn't seem very smart, does it? Really wish I could have got the Vocalist in. But I was just short of the mana that I needed. So we have 4 flying moths here, basically. So if they block, they're gonna block the Overlord, right? And then they take 8. Let's see. So we got 8 plus another 8 plus another 4, 16, 20 damage. So 20 total damage they take, and they gain 7. So they'd be right back in it. Is it worth attacking though? Smuggler Surprise. I guess we're about to find out, right? Another Sire, and then they can't bring in Terminal Velocity. All right, this has lifelink or no? No, it does not have lifelink. Okay, so this has indestructibility, but I'm not taking the 7. I'll just block like this. It stinks that I can't get through those though, man. They've got reach tied into them and everything. Oh, they have trample as well. Oh my gosh, how did I not know they had trample? That's why I took that damage earlier. Dang. Dang, bro. Okay, well. I guess Vocalist, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't play this for its full cost. Man, maybe I just warp this in then. Maybe it's warping time. I should probably really consider double blocking these things and killing them off the field at this point. I didn't know they had trample. I don't know why I didn't think they had trample there. That's my bad. That's on me. So am I really gonna block then with my Exalted Sunborn? Dude, the first strike makes this impossible to block. I'm trying to think of a way to get through this, and I'm like, man, they just first strike my 4/6, and then they, you know, bounce off the second one. So if I wanted to kill it, I'd have to triple up on one, which is crazy. And they don't attack this time. They knew I was going to triple up on that, I guess. They might have some instant speed nonsense, though, too. Or that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I could really use my exiling effects, right? That's probably my best bet. Pay 7 life, though, for the ward. Like, that's nutty. Man, is there any way out of this? I don't know. I don't know. I guess let's play the Vocalist for now. Into the Riddler. I mean, the more the merrier on these big flyers, these 6 toughness bodies. There we go. Now we're talking, but that's a very scary spell, man. Oh, it's so scary because I gotta take 7 if I'm gonna target, you know? I do double the effects of it, though, which is pretty freaking cool. Okay, good. I thought they were going to give that trample or something. That would have been bad. Ah, I needed that. I really needed that for the doubling effects of this, but, okay. Sure. Okay, what if we play it, though? Let's warp it in. Because I can play it for cheap just to take the token. Token's gone. Boom. Doesn't come back, so. And then we play this. Exile it. Return it. I can take one of these 7 deaths, but I'm still not feeling super comfortable about that. Let's do some scrying. Blinking something here. Does that sound... I mean, yeah, I guess that's pretty good because I can just blink one of my Riddlers and draw 2 more cards. Or even blink my Overlord here. It doesn't matter. Okay, no attacks. Can't do anything. Kind of need my Elspeth here so I can keep putting 1/1 counters on my stuff. And eventually get that lifelink off of this to get through. But that's going to take forever. Yeah, we're going to take you. Okay, we're down to 7. They're at 32 life, which is really what's holding me back here. Oh, man. No attacks. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. Yeah, I think drawing 2 seems like our best bet here. Drawing 2. Or no, it's drawing 1. I'm sorry. I forgot I don't have my... I thought I had my doubling effects out there. I forgot that got taken away. Okay, well, then we're going to play this. And we're going to steal you. Man, there's nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. That's so crazy that they have 1 creature out there and there's genuinely nothing I can do. It's my own fault though. If I had known earlier that it had trample, I wouldn't have taken so much damage. Like this wouldn't be such a problem, but I've taken too much damage now that I can't afford to get, you know, get it off the field with things like the Stalker. Just create a treasure token that I can sacrifice to draw. Nice. Oh yeah, because of these. Okay, I was like, how did I do that? I forgot how I did that. These give me extra cards. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna go here. And we finally got our friend here. 1/1 counters until eventually I have enough. You know what? I'm gonna do this and gain some life. I have an idea. We're gonna do this and gain some life. And then I'm over the 7 now, so I can actually exile. I can blink one of these and exile that. For the time being, though, we're not going to do any attacks. Oh, come on. No, just when I thought I was out of this. You're killing me, Smalls. I should have just played this so I can draw a bunch more cards, but... What a game, though, huh? What a game. They're looking to just draw more cards. I respect it. Gain 2 life, lander token. Seems good. Alright, we sack the token, draw a card. What do we get? Okay, doubling effect. That's good. A doubling effect is really good. We'll take it. And we'll again probably just go for the 1/1 counters for now. This is so frustrating, man. Maybe I kill this. I don't know. Guys. I genuinely have no idea. This is so tough. I think I want that gone, though, because I can't have them drawing any more cards or gaining any more life. I feel like it's just going to keep, you know, making the problem that much worse that I have to worry about. Yeah, let's get this down. 26 cards left in my deck. We got plenty of cards to work with here. I'm going to go ahead and keep the original, of course. And I'm only doing this so I can scry a bunch. And then also, we're going to draw a bunch of cards off of these again. Okay. So end the turn. We're not drawing cards off the treasure as much as I want to. Yikes, man. Yikes. What a game, dude. What an absolute banger of a game, though. My lunch has been sitting here for so long. I was thinking I was going to eat it after this game, but I got to hurry. Another lander token's fine. Those are not super scary cards. It's just, unfortunately, they are gaining them life, and I can't have that. Treasure token. All right, let's get a reload here. Reload. Oh, more of this is actually sick. I think, what do we do? I think we obviously play this, right? We play it because it's got double the tokens, even more so. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I guess we just play this. Or should I play this? No. No, it's definitely this. Okay, now we have to be getting somewhere, right? Have to be. Guess I could have doubled up those effects even further too, which would have been nice. End the turn for now. I guess, you know, I should have done this earlier, but I guess I'll play it. Sure. I can't play that. Okay, pass the turn. Okay, no attacks yet. We're waiting. I haven't done the math completely yet, guys, but I don't think I can really afford to attack just yet. I don't have enough defense to stop these from getting through. If I get over the top, though, these are all, you know, reach. So let's just do some, you know, I might have to actually pull out the calculator on this one again, guys. I've been doing that a lot lately. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good games. Thank you for making that actually easier on me. All right, Power Dragon. Great game, brother. GG's. All right, done with lunch. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We got a couple more games we got to play here. Feeling good. All right, the opponent, though, throwing a mountain down is always very scary. I have PTSD of mono red, so I'm just like, there's no way that's happening, though, right? Little surveil land here. UFO. Okay, this has got to be big red, right? Gotta be. I think I'm gonna do this. I kind of want to do this. I know that seems a little bit bad just because I can't blink it right away, but I think it's important to get cards in hand here, and I think that the Vocalist is a fine blinking target for this, and then we can follow it up with the Riddler again. Okay, Sarkhan. It's going to create treasure tokens if they have a dragon, and they do. Doing some ramping here with the archway as well, which means they can surveil again with this pylon's land. You've piqued my interest, that's for sure. It's definitely dragons, but I'm guessing they have like the Ugin on top. All right, let's do Fountain Port, and that's it. We're drawing pretty poorly right now. We've got the Vocalist, but nothing to actually take advantage of the Vocalist with. So is what it is. I guess if we get the Vocalist down though for the warp cost, and then we do the Charming Prince, we can exile it and return it, and we can do the Scry as well, which is kind of amazing now that I'm thinking about that. Or I can gain 3 life. I forgot about the 3 life. I thought that was tied into it, but that's not how that works. Okay, so they have Is It Colored land, and the UFO is getting more land on the battlefield. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could play this now. Whenever a creature enters, creatures you control gain double strike to the end of turn. Is that what they want to do? That's fine. I mean, that's not something super crazy. It's just to the end of turn too, so that's not, you know, too bad. Okay. Sorry, I still got food in my teeth. I apologize. Vocalist, let's go. Double up on the Prince here. Exile. And let's gain some life. I don't think I need a Scry here. I've got double ETB triggers on the Riddler or the Mistimors. Either way, that's really good value for me. I've got a good block here against the Terror with just the 2/1s. So I probably go with that. The 4/6 body doesn't do a great job of blocking this because of the double strike, so. Uh-oh. And they drop down a Maw of Flames. Whenever it attacks, deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each of other 2. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. And then we're dead here, right? Yeah, they all fly. They all fly. Good game. I mean, I didn't really have much of a start there to begin with, so it is what it is. It happens. All right, we got the opponent going first here. Hand looks pretty good. I can scry my way into hopefully some more lands here. I do have the portal as well for 1, which is really nice. Okay, cool. We got another land. Beautiful. Beautiful. And Stomping Grounds looks really good in this art form. Holy cow. Oh, Voice of Victory. Pretty good start there for them. Yeah, I'm thinking I should probably play this to gain some life and put up a blocker maybe. You know, I'm going to scry. Exiling something seems good. Portal seems good too. Both of these seem really good. I think I still have to send it away though. I do. I think I have to send it away. You know what? No, I can exile my own Prince here. And then return it, blink the Stalker, and then take that. That's actually so good. It's until it leaves the battlefield though, so I guess if I get it back, it won't work the way I thought it did. So that's fine though. We can still blink it with the portal. They got Ward 2 now though. Man, not going my way right now. That's fine though. That's fine. We got a 4/5 flyer that doubles our tokens. We're warping it in and we're gonna portal it. Backup plan. Backup plan. All right. If I get one more land here, I can go ahead and play this for its warp cost, exile the Voice of Victory, pay the 2 for the ward, and then I would get back my Charming Prince to be able to blink it and, you know, bring it back onto the battlefield at its full amount of mana, which is really, really good. So I'm hoping that's how this next turn goes. So we're rooting for a land here. Did I surveil any away? No, we didn't scry any lands to the bottom or anything. All right, that's fine. They can't attack. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. All right, scry me into a land. Beautiful. Both of these are great. Both of them are great. We're keeping both. No attacks. No attacks. I know I would go to 20, but then they'd be open to attack me with a bunch of little 1/1s, and I don't really feel too happy about that. This says whenever a creature becomes tapped, another target creature you control gets XX, where X is creature's power. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the warped mechanic on this to exile this. Yes, I'm aware it has Ward 2. I'll pay it. I get back my prince. My prince is going to exile this and return it to the battlefield at full cost. And now I can swing through a little bit more advantageously. And our guy comes back and we take it again. Beautiful. That is how that is done. Let's go, dude. All right, we need to get this down and start doubling these tokens. If we don't, this is still a fine for impending cost. We'll double up the tokens there. Yeah, I need that gone. That's got to go. Forgot that I already had this planned on being top decked, huh? Well, I guess I could end up getting one of these for... Or I can get this for free, potentially. Let's try it. Let's try it. I don't see why not. Over the top for 4, gain another 4, and give me a land. I guess it doesn't matter if we got a land or if we didn't get a land. We wouldn't be able to play it anyways because I'd have to play the land first. This is fine. Let's scry. Definitely getting rid of both of those. I need a land. Gotta hit a land drop. Yeah, this was a bad idea. I don't know why in my head I thought, oh, I'll draw a card first, play the land, and then I get a free spell. That's 5 mana. I forgot you draw the card after you decide. Actually, it doesn't matter. You draw the card, and then you decide which card goes onto the battlefield, but you can't actually play the land, so I wouldn't have been able to get one of these down for free. So that was a mistake. I should have definitely gone with the Overlord, I think, but we're still learning, guys. We're still learning these cards. They're looking at my Stalker. And they rage on their 1/1 might and another one. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so they're gonna pump this Nemesis up by a lot. So it goes to 9. I mean, we block like this, right? They're gonna get these tokens though, these detective tokens, but I guess that's still better than them having those guys. Okay, let's do this. Can't seem to draw our 5th land drop to save our lives here, but that's okay. It's not really necessary when we're gaining 4 life every turn anyways. Good game. Yeah, a little bit of a non-game, but a game nonetheless for us, so we'll take it. Good game, GG's. All right, we get to go first. Our hand is pretty good. I did make some really minor adjustments to the deck just now. I wanted to just change things up just ever so slightly on a number of things I was running. I think I added in 2 new cards. The other angel that has the warp to it. Other than that, it's the same deck, though. What do we want to do with that? Do we want to play the Charming Prince or not? I don't think so. All right, so we've got another Llanowar elves here, ramping up a lot here. Holy cow. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this down as soon as possible. And blink it. Let's go. So we got a big 4/5 flying body now on turn 3 that can get lifelink, which is really good. Really, really good. And if we play out our Overlord next turn, we are going to be in really good shape because we get double the tokens. Esper Origins. Okay. Guess this will give us a little bit more information. Or it won't. Or it won't at all give us any more information. Okay. That's fine. And they get an Overlord of the Haunt Woods. Okay. I guess I'm just going to try to go for it here, guys. I don't really think I should take my time with this. I think if we can get this to impend all the way down to 0, we can win this game. So let's make it happen. I've got an interesting idea this next turn. I think I'm going to play Charming Prince to scry. Oh, no. Well, that changes things, doesn't it? Can they tap that right away? Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh, they have a station land. Nice. Okay, well, let's find out how big and nasty this next thing is that we're going to have to go against here. Okay, so what does this do if it actually fully stations? Because they clearly care. Add green for each creature you control. Okay, just going for the Hauntwoods play. Got it. I mean, did it really matter about the Kona, though? Let's be real. They had so much mana to work with. I mean, there could be something absolutely ridiculous in their hand. I'm guessing it's going to be the Leviathan. Yikes. Let's do this. Let's start by scrying. Definitely glad I got rid of those. And then we're going to do this at a warp speed. Exile my own Charming Prince. And go over the top. Or actually, we're going to send everybody. Send everybody. We're going to gain 4. We're going to return the Charming Prince and scry again. Okay. It's a good card. Do I have the means to blink it though now? Not really. I'm really looking for like an Elspeth so I can give everything flying and just end the game. That's kind of where I'm at right now. We can block, but they all got trample, so it's not a great block. Plus, they might just be spending all of this on the Leviathan. Does that Leviathan have reach, though? I don't even know. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. Okay, I'm good. I'm A-okay. Another Hauntwoods. Sure. GG's. All right, nice. Another good win. The deck kind of like started running out of juice there. It really feels like if you don't have the Riddler very early, you might be in a little bit of trouble with this one. But I do think that there's something here with these warp mechanics because it gets pretty silly once you start cheating in some of these really big spells, especially the 6 and 7 drops. But GG's to the opponent, man.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.